Namaskar. Today's Pravachan reveals the secret doorway to devotion, humility. Pride distances us from God, but pridelessness melts the heart into surrender. Saints show us that when we let go of I and mine, only then can God's love flow into us. Let us now listen carefully to today's Pravachan on how humility and nama-smarana lead us to true devotion. Vritti or impulse is only a reaction to the impact of the external world on us. It may be pleasure, pain, pride, desire, avarice, and so on. It is the real spiritual task to keep this vritti steady. Diversion of vritti towards God amounts to devotion. Devotion to God results in the vanishing of sensuous attraction. Devotion is quite natural. Everyone wants it, because devotion means fondness, and everyone is fond of something or other. However, devotion is not possible without becoming prideless, and you cannot attain God without devotion. No one except God himself can give his love. The devotee and God are not separate. Therefore, just as God is omnipresent, the devotee is also present everywhere. The devotee gets merged into God, and therefore, like God, sees nothing but bliss everywhere. It is the essence of the spiritual path to realize and practice the feeling, I do not exist, you God alone exist, or I am He God. And the only means to achieve this is maintaining continuous awareness of God. There is only one way available at present to realize God, and that is to remain in His name. Just as the Ganga remains sacred in spite of a number of rivulets and currents pouring their flows into its waters, our prapancha also, howsoever dirty it may be, could stand clean and pure if we keep constant remembrance of God. There is no alternative to nama-smarana. To renounce all that leads to forgetting God is vairagya, and to follow only such things which help in remembering God is viveka. Rama is really steel-hearted in the matter of duties, but at the same time, he is equally tender-hearted towards his devotees. He abandoned Sita for the sake of duty, while he protected Bharata due to his love for devotees. Out of my advice to you, whatever you may practice, that alone will come to your help. All of you should practice nama-smarana. There is no other path of your welfare. If there is anything which is naturally available to you, which is devoid of any upadhi, and which does not depend on anyone, it is nama. Rama will certainly bless him who takes it with a pure mind and heart. The life of Chandesha Nayanar beautifully illustrates today's message, that devotion shines only when pride is destroyed. Chandesha was born in a Brahmin family and as a young boy tended cows. From a tender age, his heart overflowed with devotion to Lord Shiva. Whatever milk the cows gave, he would offer it first as abhishekam to a Shiva linga under a tree, with pure love and childlike faith. One day, his father saw him pouring the milk not for family use but at the feet of Shiva. Angered, he scolded Chandesha. But the boy, lost in devotion, saw this interruption as an obstacle to his worship. With a stick in his hand, he absent-mindedly waved away his father, and by the Lord's grace, that stick turned into an axe. It struck his father, who instantly fell lifeless. Yet Lord Shiva himself appeared, raising the father back to life, declaring, "This act was not born of pride or anger, but of pure devotion unmixed with worldly attachment. Chandesha is forever my son." Shiva blessed him with eternal nearness, and Chandesha became one of the 63 Nayanmars. This story reminds us that devotion requires total surrender and absence of pride. When I and mine vanish, only God remains, and in that state, even mistakes are purified by His grace. Dear devotees, let us reflect. Pride separates us from God, while humility brings us closer. By chanting Nama with prideless hearts, we walk the true path of devotion. May we dedicate all our actions to Him and live with the awareness, I am nothing, you alone are everything.